All right, let's bring in Gazdic. Gaz, I want to start by apologizing. We never created a goal song for you when you were an Edmonton Oiler, right? We had one for Cassie in there and a bunch of other guys, but we didn't make one for you, man.
You guys are probably too busy talking about trading me or something. Get this guy off the ice.
Look, man, I'll say this. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm sure that was said a few times. Hey, what do you think? I mean, you're a big Jays guy. You were during the room. What did you think of the signing yesterday? Dylan Cease, $210 million.
I love it, dude. Like, I don't know too much about the guy, but largest pitching contract in Blue Jays history. I love when, especially fans too of the Jays, are like, oh, it's too expensive. You're like, dude, it's not your money. It's like, it's someone else's money. It's okay. Like, fine. Like, Rogers is spending money here. Like, let's go. And I think you guys were talking about Bo before. I was sitting in for a little bit. Like, I think this helps Bo's chances.
Good.
Like, Bo looks at this and he's like, let's go. Like, let's run this thing back and know that we're going to be good for another 4 or 5 years.
And you're right. It's not a money thing, right, guys? It's not like the Jays are going to be like, no, sorry, Bo, we can't pay you that. Like, they should pay whatever they want.
Exactly. Like, they had obviously outstanding run last year, paid for a couple of these guys. Like, I think, man, spend away.
The Oilers will be at West Edmonton Mall for the autograph signing session today. They're
those were beauty, dude. Those were unbelievable. We used to do them at Rexall, though. Around the concourse.
Did you ever get to do one at the mall or no?
No, we never did them at the mall. For 3 years in a row, I did them at Rexall. And the last year, I sat with Connor. And it was, oh my God, dude. It was funny. Like, the first 2 years, I was with somebody the one year. I think it was Ryan Jones. Like, yeah, we had a line, but it was like nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it was like 6 to 8, and at like 7:30, they're like, "Okay, you guys can go home." Like, and then the next year, they're like, "Hey, you three just want to go together, like you, Taylor, and Connor." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, but absolutely not at the same time. Like, that's outrageous." And then it was insane. It was just crazy. Like, at the line, first of all, I've never seen that many people line up for like one single person, and it was nonstop. I felt so bad too, because like there were so many people that probably waited for hours and just got sent home. Like, that were like, I'm just going to put all my eggs in one basket, try to wait in Connor's line. And Luke's line, I guess. And I'm going to go get Luke.
I'm going to get Gazdic fan, right?
There had to have been one.
They were hoping they'd pop in and get you at 7:05 in a different line. They're like, damn it. I'll wait in the Connor line.
Like, if you want Gazdic, here's like the express line. Come to this side. Also, you guys, the express, the TSA pre for Gazdic.
Yeah.
Also, you guys are asking too if I've ever been bag skating before. Is that a joke?
Well, no, we were saying like you must have been.
There might have been a stretch there where I was probably the most bag skated player in professional hockey. Not even kidding. And oh man, yeah, I haven't seen the boys get bagged this year. We used to get bagged all the time during the decade of darkness. And those 3 years, it was bag skate after bag skate. I don't. You remember this? Is a great story. I don't know if you guys remember when Dallas Eakins got fired. So we had got shelled at home on a Saturday, a hockey night in Canada, like again, for like the 4th Saturday in a row. And we were sitting around with a day off Sunday, and we were like, all right, this is going either way Monday. Like, Dally's getting fired, or we're getting bag skated bad, or both of those things are happening. We get there Monday, nothing's happening yet. No one's saying a word at the rink. We get out there, 0 pucks. This guy put us on the line. We did what was called mountains. Mountains are blue line, start at the goal line, blue line back, red, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We did 12 mountains that day with no other drills. And buddy, we were like, I was on hands and knees. They had every media was there. Like, cameras are right there. Like, I'm on the ice puking. They're like, camera in my face. And Dally, I'll never forget Dally screaming at us. He's like, you guys think I'm not going down without a fight again. And we are like, this is the most insane thing I've ever been a part of. We got off the ice. He was already off and he was already fired. And
really?
It was like,
that was it?
Wow.
That was it. By the time we got to lunch, we went to Deluxe Burger I don't know if Deluxe Burger's still there, but we went to Deluxe Burger in the West End after, because we were like, I need
You
burger.
used to live right by the Deluxe Burger.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need a milkshake. Like, I need it all. I need some cows. And then we like check in the phone and we're like, Dallas Eakins fired. And we're just like, thanks for sending us
Couldn't
off.
have been done at 9 a.m.?
His party kiss, eh? Like, yeah.
It was insane. It was I mean, those were a crazy, crazy couple of years. Boys.
Dude, I tell you, I gotta love him going, you think I'm going down without a fight?
The final.
So he just kind of assumed you guys were trying to get him fired? Is that what that was?
Yeah. Well, that's what he was yelling. He's like, you guys want me gone? You want me gone? I'm not going down without a fight. And we were like, I was almost laughing, dude. I'm like trying to hold it in. But honestly, I love Daly, to be honest. I ended up playing for him again at the end of my career at San Diego, and he was just way more tame. Like, imagine Daly in the fire in Edmonton as opposed to Daly living on the beach in San Diego and showing up in shorts and flip-flops to a winning team every day in San Diego. He was great. So nothing against Daly. It was just like a crazy, crazy couple of years.
It was a strange time for him.
Like we had a great bit with him that we still play today. The Dallas Eakins eyes remix, because he would always mention players' eyes. It's like I could see it in his eyes. So we did this big thing and put together, and then we had him on 2 years ago. He was over in Europe or wherever he was, and we had him on, and he was a good sport about it. He was laughing, he was joking about it and stuff. But yeah, that was an interesting time.
If you could pull it up, there's a photo on Google Images. I don't know if you have to search me or Dallas, but Dallas is like screaming at the ref for like the 1,000th time, and he's got his hands up in his face, and I'm just right in front of him, just looking. Like, you see my face is like the most depressed face. I think it's like me and like Will Acton or something, and it's just like Daly screaming at someone again while I'm parked right in the middle of the bench grocery sticking, like probably haven't played a shift in 2 periods.
Looking forward to the bag skate the next day.
After the game too. Like, just put me on the bike and go to work.
All right, Lou Gaz is with us. Well, I mean, this ties in nicely. The Edmonton Oilers are going to have a practice today before going to the autograph session. Chris Knobloch pointed out after the last game, which was a bare butt spanking, that they haven't had a lot of practice time. So guys, when this team, with the way they played in that last game, when they take to the ice today, what's priority number one? What's the first thing that coaching staff should be working on?
Defend, man. Defend. Put them in their own end. Get them tracking. Learn how to make these guys defend again. I think that's the only thing. Like, I haven't talked to anyone in Edmonton. I did talk to a couple guys in the league, and they just felt like with this condensed schedule, with the practice time, like nobody's been on the ice. They feel like they're traveling or they're playing a game every day. And I don't know if that's having to do with the way they're going right now, but man, I was just, my hopes were, I get it. Coming home after a road trip, there's usually a bit of a lull. That first home game after a long road trip is usually like a little bit of a downer, but I think I just expected so much more versus that Dallas game. And I don't know, say what you want about Stu, but they are not defending at all. Get them back to defending and tracking and just details, dude.
Luke, Dustin tried to crawl into Knobloch's cranium earlier today, taking a stab at what the lines might look like. Where do you think he goes with pairings, forwards,
with
and all
Nuge
that?
returning?
Nuge back in the mix as well.
Probably stack the top, right? Maybe 93, 97, 18 at the top of the line.
That's what I said. Put those guys back together, right?
Because I think Pods and Roslovic and Leon have been playing pretty well together. I think they're the only plus players. Like, Roslovic's all scoring like it's nobody's business. The bottom six is an absolute crapshoot right now. Yeah. Like, I don't know what's going on with Frederick, but you got to imagine Rico, Freddie, or Janmark with Savoy. You can't play Savoy any lower than the third line. And then what? Clattenburg can't go anywhere. I don't know what you have to do with the cap or however that works, but this kid's not going anywhere. He reminds me of me a little bit, to be honest. Just like isn't sure how long he's going to be there and is just, laying it all on the line, providing a little energy and a jam for a group that doesn't have a ton. Like, you've got to love to see it. The 64 number kind of gives me Nail. You talk about some dark days.
When Eakins was sharing the Sunday with him on the road,
and when Clattenburg scored, he did slide on at least one knee to celebrate his goal.
Yeah. So. I had that yak thing flashing in my mind, but I don't know. And the big thing with Knobs is he wants a third line checking line. And he hasn't been able to find it yet, and they haven't been able to find a regular fourth line. So I don't know.
This is why I think he's going to put Janmark on the third line. Right? There's always. Yeah, like he likes Janmark, right? What was my third line? Henry?
What's going on? And what's going on with Freddie?
Well, I mean, he blocked a shot last game and he didn't finish it. So we'll see what happens in practice today.
Because I know he wants that third line to be Janmark, Frederick, Henrik. You can already see it happening. Like that's his ideal checking line. And then whatever combination. Oh, Manji. I love Manji. He has not been.
Yeah, what's going on with that guy, man?
I don't know. You know what? He's just. I don't know if it's age, conditioning, whatever it is. It just he hasn't played the hockey that I think we've all expected him to be at. And I don't want to compare maybe an Arvidsson to him. I just remember Arvidsson early in the year last year, us sitting around just being like, this isn't working out. Like this just doesn't work. And he ended up being a pretty effective player for them down the line. So I don't know. I'm hoping they can get some good hockey out of him, but I don't know if sticking him on the fourth line is the right thing too. Like, is he your fourth line right winger? Is that where he's going to be most effective? So I don't know. 64, call it 86, 20, 88, whatever you want to do. Find a fourth line that works, man, because you got to be able to start rolling.
As you mentioned, with the way that they're defending, it's tough to hang it all on the goaltenders. But in the last couple of days, you saw Kiprios talking about Binnington. Kevin Weeks tweeted about the Oilers having some interest in Tristan Jarry. Do you think we were talking earlier in the week about like something to sort of shock the team, something to sort of put some life into them? I'm still not expecting a goalie trade to happen, but how much do you think something like that would help get this team on track?
I just think that something needs to happen.
Yeah.
They just need some sort of spark for the group. And I don't know what it is. I don't like firing coaches. I don't think that's always the answer. I think you get a good coach bump kind of after that, but I don't know. I don't think that's the answer. Like the thing with the goaltending that I think is like, who is going to want to help the Oilers out? Like, I think a lot of teams, especially in the Western Conference, know that the Oilers are probably a goalie away from being called. I don't know. And this is going far, but calling them unstoppable. I just don't. They're going to be asking the world. That the league is asking the world, whether it's Kyle Dubas in Pittsburgh, he will not be going away lightly. Like if they want Tristan Jarry, they're going to have to pay large. The St. Louis thing is intriguing. Is like super, super intriguing to me, just because I think you guys know what Binner can do at a top level. Like, and he's the one that's going to have to choose to waive it. Do they go with him and Stu, or is Stu going back? Like that one's fascinating to me, just because Doug Armstrong, he don't care, man.
Yeah.
Like if he wants a shakeup, he's going to get a shakeup, and they're obviously not setting expectations. I just don't know who's reaching out the olive branch for the Oilers. Like I don't know
who's going to help them. Who's going to want to be like, here, this is a fair deal. Take this.
Here, take UC Saros.
Yeah.
Like no, Nashville's not giving the Oilers UC Saros. I just don't see it happening. And goaltending is at a premium in the NHL, man. Like what? Maybe 10 teams have a goaltender that they can say they absolutely depend on. Like maybe 10 that I can go, and I just don't think there's going to be teams that are like, let's give this team their last puzzle piece they need to make them, make possibly a dynasty.
Gaz, before we let you go, we were talking about the autograph signs. Like we had people texting in today at like 6:10 in the morning. They're in line for Nuge already.
6 p.m.
And it doesn't start till 6 p.m. They're 10th in line. This is Nuge's line 12 hours before. The McDavid line's probably already 200-300 deep. You collect sticks, do you not?
I did collect sticks when I played.
Okay.
I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot
What's
of stuff.
your prize possession that you've collected?
Oh, buddy, there's a couple. That's a great question. Like outside of personal memorabilia, I don't know, man. I think now that I look back on it, and maybe in like 20 years, I have Leon and Connor both a stick from each of them with like personal messages on the bottom. And cool. I don't know. It doesn't. I'm like a Ryan Smith one. I'm sad that I didn't get like Sid or Ovi or something like that. But I do remember I waited for an autograph for a long time one time. And
okay.
I was in junior, actually. We were in Erie, so we drove down to Pittsburgh, and I remember waiting in the cold for George Larocque. George became.
Wow.
I didn't even know it was going to be George. We just like waited outside in the parking lot after the game with all the Seekers, and I just reached out my hand. So I have a signed George Larocque photo from his Pittsburgh days. But I have a lot of stuff down in the basement. It's a really cool collection of jerseys and sticks and personal pucks and all that stuff. So it's a pretty good montage.
Is the message on the McDavid stick? Thanks for sitting with me in that line that one time at autograph session.
No, I think it says all the best.
That's funny. All right,
Dude,
guys.
that's what, sorry, hey, one more. The Ryan Smith stick is the funniest because Smitty had like 50 of his game used in his last game. Sam Gagner played, 10 years with this guy? And I played 3 months with this guy. I get a personalized paragraph on mine. Thanks for being a great teammate and this and that all the time. We look over at Sam. Sam says, to Sam, all the best, Ryan Smith.
Guys, great chat, man. Looking forward to doing it again in a couple of weeks. Keep up the good work at Sportsnet, buddy.
All the best.
Thanks, boys.
There you go. That is Luke Gazdic. That might have been one of our best Gaz segments ever. That was
When he
good.
said it too, is there anything worse than having that, like reading all the
best?
It is kind of a backhanded,
God,
like it's
why did you just tell me to go to hell?
Well, pretty much, yeah. Be honest.
That's a tough one. All the best.
It just-
That's a tough one.